So, the full band version of 2 a.m. So 2 a.m., if you've been following me for any given time, 2 a.m. you probably figured out is a pretty special song to me. It is the first song that I wrote when I came back to songwriting, really when I started songwriting. I wrote a song or two when I was in high school, but those were all kind of lost to, I don't know, the trash cans of a high school notebook, I guess. But 2 a.m. was a song that it kind of struck me, and it was the first song that I wrote and the song that really got me into songwriting. Before I wrote 2 a.m., I always kind of thought that songwriting was for other people. It was for the real songwriters and the real rock stars and musicians and whatnot. And I never really counted myself in that vein. And then I wrote 2 a.m., and I played it for a couple of people, and they really enjoyed it. And so I was stoked. I was like, maybe I am one of those people. Maybe I am a real songwriter. And how cool would that be? And so I started playing it more, and played it for the guys in my band at the time, and they loved it. And so we started playing it out and started playing it for some people, and they started singing along with it. And, it was kind of one of those things. I'm like, man, good song really does take you far, like Jackson Browne said, And so I was playing 2 a.m. a lot. And when I was with my band Remedy, we had a great three-piece trio that three-piece jam band that was going on. And we played it all the time, and it was kind of one of our big mainstays, and everybody loved it. And then fast forward a bunch of years, and just, again, if you've been following me for a while, you probably know that I left music for a little while, and then came back to it. And when I came back to it, 2 a.m. was kind of the one song that kind of, I don't know, it was just always there. It was always with me. Whenever somebody would ask me to play something, 2 a.m. was always one of the first things that I would play. It was either 2 a.m. or Ain't No Sunshine. Those were really the things that I would play all the time. And so 2 a.m. really does hold a very special place in my heart. Now fast forward a bunch of years, and I released my album last year, and I did a full Storyteller that's talking all about 2 a.m. and all about how I wrote the song and whatnot. It was, just kind of the too long didn't read of it is that it was a song about searching for meaning. It was a song about trying to figure out what was next. I was playing music. I was in a band and doing some cool things, but I didn't know where I was going, and I wanted to figure out how to get more out of whatever I was trying to get to, and that's how 2 a.m. came about. And it was the first single off of my debut album, which I thought was fitting because it was the first song that I wrote as well. So there was a nice symmetry there. But when I started putting together full band versions of a lot of these songs that I put on Stories from an Old Set of Strings, I knew that 2 a.m. had to be one. I just didn't know what it was going to be. And so I was playing around with it, and I took my time with it. I released Easy to Fall For, To Keep You Warm, Nothing Wrong, You Will Be Mine, Motherhood Looks Good on You. I released all those songs, and as I was doing so, kind of continuing to think about, okay, what should 2 a.m. sound like? What should it feel like? How should it be? And so this is what we came up with. And the full band version is now on all the streaming platforms. It's all over the place. It's on socials. It's on it's on here on YouTube. It's everywhere. So you can check it out. You can see it. You can enjoy it. And I would love to hear what you think, because 2 a.m. itself holds a special place in my heart. And the full band version, I really, really, really dig. I'm really stoked for it. That, again, like most of the other songs that I write, there was bass, drums, my guitar, and then, of course, I added an organ into it, like I've been doing with the majority of my songs, which really has done a pretty cool job of rounding it out. So anyway, love for you to listen to it. And hey, listen, if you like these stories, if you like what I'm doing, definitely hit the subscribe button. so that you get notified as to when I post new videos. If you are interested in joining the email community and getting exclusive content, bonus tracks, and different things that I'm doing, definitely there's a link in the description below so you can sign up for that too. I'd love to have you on there, and looking forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers.